Hope you're excited. I'm ready. Let's get our chat set up. There we go. Oh, we got some Omnath action. Heck yeah. Let's get this all set up. As far as our opening hand goes, yeah, we're gonna have to mulligan on this one. It's not the best. Scalding Tarn, Catacombs, Mulch. Yeah, we're gonna keep on this one. Let's get our command zone all set up. Fleshbag. Yeah, I'm gonna actually put that one. Well, yeah, I'm gonna put that on top. That's pretty good against Omnath. Yeah, hopefully we're gonna get in a spot where we can get that down and we hit our third land, or at least we can mulch. We do have Entomb, so we can Entomb for Life from the Loam and then get that up and running. Get our graveyard up and running. But yes, so we're playing Sidisi. So whenever she enters the battlefield, put the top three cards of our library into our graveyard. Then whenever one or more creature cards are put into our graveyard, we put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield. Playing against Omnath, Locus of Mana. Green mana doesn't empty from our opponent's mana pool, and then he gets +1 for each mana pool. He gets +1 for each green. Oops, excuse me. He gets +1 for each green mana in their mana pool. So we draw the flesh bag. So I'm going to get down Scalding Tarn. We're going to have to crack both of these. So let's crack this one for a green-black source. Let's grab a Bayou. Actually, excuse me, let me mute the mic for 1 second. And then let's crack this for a Scalding Tarn. No, not for a Scalding Tarn. Let's crack this one for a... got a lot of double black in our hands. So let's grab a Underground Sea. And let's go and fire this mulch off, see if we can hit our third land. Tropical Island, I will take that. So Tropical Island goes in our hand, and then we'll go and pass turn. Okay, yes. So we do hit our third land. We have Fleshback coming down as soon as he gets down Omnath, and then we'll kind of be good to go from there. Now, as far as the rest of our hand goes, we've got Diregraph Colossus, Lord of the Undead. We've also got Entomb, so we can Entomb for a Dread Return once we get our Sidisi zombies up and running, and then if we get a nice little graveyard going. But now the Fleshbag's not too good. Then he's got Birds of Paradise and Arbor Elf out there. So, but it's worth a shot. You know, if they get down a quick early Omnath and you can get that Fleshbag down, it's pretty good. Okay, so let's go Tropical Island. Ooh, draw Misty. That's really good. So let's get the Misty down, actually. I think we want to go Diregraph right now. I think we go Diregraph. We go Lord of the Undead, Fleshbag Marauder, start getting a bunch of zombie tokens. I kind of like that line of play. So let's crack this Misty. We're okay for getting down Sidisi. Let's just go ahead and grab a... I'm going to grab another black source. I'm going to shock this one in. So let's grab a green. Yeah, let's grab a Watery Grave. Shock that in. Let's get down to Diregraph. It's going to come in with +1 for the Undead Warchief in our graveyard. And then we'll go ahead and pass the turn. Alright, so it's a 3/3, and then every time we cast a zombie token, we're going to get, every time we cast a zombie creature, we're going to get a zombie token. We've got 2 zombies in our hand, so that's going to be 2 zombies, and then we could potentially somehow get Undead Warchief back out of the graveyard to pump our zombies. But getting Diregraph down right now, just, you know, it's just value, turning all your zombie creatures into extra zombie tokens. Okay, so it's untapping the force right now. And we can still go for a Fleshbag next turn, and he'll probably get the Arbor Elf, I would assume, but Gauntlet of Power. Okay, we're going full speed green right now. Okay. Life from the Loam. Oh, that's an awesome draw. So let's get down Tropical Island. Let's go and swing it for 3 right now. Drop him down to 37. I think what we want to do right now, since we got Life from the Loam, if we go Sidisi, we can Entomb for a Dread Return and then get our graveyard kind of up and running. We could... Yeah. Let's go for Sidisi. I think we want to get our graveyard running pretty hot. So let's tap this for green, blue, black, and then colorless. We're going to put the top 3 cards of our library into the graveyard. Okay, we whiff on that Sidisi trigger, but that happens. But we get some nice targets from Life from the Loam, and then once we get Life from the Loam in the graveyard, we can start dredging this graveyard out and kind of see what happens. See what we want to get it up and running. But yes, I haven't played Sidisi in a long time, and if you're not familiar, this Sidisi deck is pretty straightforward. I like to play graveyard decks, so I place a heavy emphasis on graveyard decks, or at least when I go graveyard, like leave it all on the battlefield. So as far as this deck goes, we have ways to get the zombies onto the battlefield by milling and dredging and stuff like that. Excuse me, sorry, I had to mute the mic for a second. And we also have stuff like Living Death. So once we get our graveyard up and running, we can cast Living Death, bring everything back. We also, on the back end, we have some zombie aristocrats, kind of. And we have Diregraph Captain. I think I have Blood Artist in here. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've played this deck. But we do have Diagraph Captain, which is going to allow us to, all of our zombies that die, it's going to be our opponent's going to lose 1 life, and I think we gain 1 life. So it's entirely possible to kind of close it out with some zombie aristocrats, which is tons of fun. Okay. Buried Alive. Okay, that's pretty good. So let's go Life from the Loam. Yeah, so we can Buried Alive for some creatures. Yeah, let's go Life from the Loam right now. So we're looking at, let's grab the Misty, the Harbor, and the Hall of the Bandit Lord. So we're looking at green. Get those back in our hands. Let's get out of the Harbor. Let's go for Fleshbag. I assume he's going to sacrifice one of the insect tokens, but at least we're going to cash in another zombie. Okay, so we're going to get a 2/2 zombie off that Diagraph Colossus. Fleshbag's going to come in. And then we're actually going to sacrifice that zombie token, just because Fleshbag's a 3/1, so if we get a Lord out there, it's going to be a little bit better. And he's going to have to sacrifice a creature. Yeah, he goes for the insect token. Do we want to swing in? We're just going to swing it into an empty board. No, we're okay. Okay. One thing that we can Entomb for, if he's going to be swinging in like that, is we can Entomb for Vengeful Pharaoh, and that's going to start killing creatures that deal combat damage to us. We still have Buried Alive. We've got the Dredge off Life of the Loam. We're basically on the Dredge plan right now. I wish we had Living Death in our hand. That would make this a lot easier. But if we get the zombies up and running, we Entomb for a Dread Return possibly, then we get a Crater Hoof coming out. Yeah, we've definitely got a clock with the amount of green mana that's getting fired up over there, especially that Gauntlet of Power. Now, as far as graveyard stuff, if we have Wonder in here, which is as long as Wonder's in the graveyard, all of our creatures have flying. So if we can build up a nice little board state, we can kind of combat against these. In fact, I may Entomb on that. We can do that at instant speed. We control an island. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that next turn. See if we can't catch him like in a little bit of a combat trick if he swings in with the Hornet Queen and a few of the other insect tokens. Okay, let's go and Dredge right now. See if we, oh man, whiff on that Sidisi trigger. Okay. So let's go. Lord of the Undead gives us a zombie, gives us another pump, and then we can start using Lord of the Undead and Buried Alive to get back stuff to our hands. Let's go Lord of the Undead. So we're looking at black, black, and then green right here. Get a 2/2 zombie. If we get down Misty, we can still activate Life from the Loam. I think I'm going to do that, and we still have Entomb. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, so we control an island in Underground Sea, and we can Entomb for Wonder to give to kind of hit that the Hornet Queen over there. I do want to do that. So let's grab a forest. Let's go Life from the Loam on the Scalding Tarn, the Sandbar, and then the Misty. Oh, excuse me, I forgot Goblin of Power taps for double, and that counts for us. And there's nothing else we want to do. No, we have to cycle for blue. Okay. Now we swing in, he's got those insect tokens. Yeah, we're just going to go and hold off right now. Okay, yeah, and then we're going to use that Entomb hopefully to catch that Hornet Queen on something. We can, if he just swings in with just the Hornet Queen, then we can wait and use one of our zombie tokens to kind of catch him off guard. Okay, and Omnath's coming in hot too at 10-10. Let's see what he's got as far as the... Okay, I thought he was about to fire off that Hideaway. Yeah, so we have the Entomb option to put Wonder in the graveyard. If he just swings in the Hornet Queen, sure, fine, that comes in for 3. And then we can Buried Alive for Vengeful Pharaoh. And we could get into spots where we kind of let Omnath swing through, and then once it deals combat damage, it's going to kill it, and it goes on top. And then we also have Life in the Loam to start dredging a bunch of stuff away. So, yeah, we're in a good spot. It's an interesting little match right here. Okay, so he's using that mana right there. Sword of Fire and Ice. Protection from red, blue. Okay. This combat damage. Sure, you got it. But yeah, other things that we can get off that Buried Alive would be Diagraph Captain. We can grab Diagraph Captain, and then we can also. Do we want to go for the Entomb? Let's see what he swings in with. And it's a 5/5 protection red blue. Yeah, we're going to let that swing in. So I think we're probably just going to go for a. Well, we could Entomb right now on Vengeful Pharaoh before it deals damage. Yeah, let's go and do that. Okay, so we're going to fire off Entomb. Let's grab Vengeful Pharaoh. So we're going to get a 2/2 zombie on that one, and then we can use the Buried Alive to grab that Wonder next turn. We're going to kill the Hornet Queen, and then whatever he wants to put it on. Okay, so we got the Sidisi trigger. Got the Vengeful Pharaoh trigger. We're going to destroy the Hornet Queen over there. And then he's going to be able to deal 2 damage. He's going to hit the Zombie Lord. Sure, go for it. So Vengeful Pharaoh is on top, so we're just going to basically keep dredging that right now. Okay, so we got Mana Crypt coming in. Yeah, we could have potentially Entombed for like a Dread Return, but we don't really have, Life from the Loam. Ooh, ooh, oof, oof. Ugin. What's up, Ugin? Hope your day's going good. Yeah, we got some Ugin action. Man, I wish we had a sack outlet right now. Okay, he's just going for the 3. 3 on Diagraph. Okay. Didn't go for the minus ability. Exile each permanent. Oh well, yeah, duh. Each okay. I always forget that counts for both of us. Okay, so he went for the fired off right there. So now we can still. He does have 3 blockers in the air. We can still get down Wonder in the graveyard and then swing in and try and take out Ugin a little bit. Let's go and dredge though. Dredge that Life from the Loam. We're gonna get another zombie, and then let's go for. Let's fire this Buried Alive off. So we're looking at black. Oh man, I keep forgetting that Gauntlet of Power taps like that. Okay, so we're going to grab Wonder first. We could just start dredging Stinkweed Imp to get, hopefully, just kind of dredge a Dread Return. Let's grab Uncle Gary. Now, let's grab Uncle Gary. So we've got Wonder, Uncle Gary, the Grave Troll. And then let's just go and put a Crater Hoof in there. Yeah, I like that. Let's go and put a Crater Hoof in there. That way we can get into spots where if we do finally hit that Dread Return, we have enough zombies and they do have flying. So let's get down the Scalding Tarn. Let's go Hall the Bandit Lord. Let's use this Life from the Loam on the Catacombs and the Salvage using that green mana. Okay, so he's got 3 blockers right now that can block, but we're still going to swing in at Ugin. And I think we're okay with Sidisi right now. Yeah, we're going to go swing in. Sidisi's coming in at Ugin, Fleshbag, Ugin, Ugin, and Ugin. So we're going to get that mill trigger. Hopefully we hit another creature. Nope, do not. Okay. So if he blocks out, we're going to trade on all the insect tokens. We can recast Sidisi. And then we're applying some pressure to Ugin right now. And we could even cast, if he blocks and kills Sidisi, then we can recast Sidisi with Hall the Bandit Lord next turn to get that colorless mana up and running. And we still have 3 zombie tokens on the battlefield that if he pumps Omnath a bunch, we can still chump block, because the Sword of Fire has protection from red and blue. Okay, so we got 2 coming across on Ugin. And really, at this point right now, if he goes to exile, deal 3 damage. He can't deal 3 damage to Sidisi. He can deal 3 damage to Fleshbag, but what's that going to do? Um, he can start directing 3 damage to us, but we're going to be trading with those insect tokens. Okay, yeah, this is not too bad. I kind of like the little board state we're kind of building up right now. And we can still cycle this Lonely Sandbar. Yeah, we'll wait to do it on our opponent's turn. Okay, this is not too bad. So let's get Sidisi back up. So we have Sidisi coming in. That's going to have haste. That's another 4 in the air. We can apply more pressure on Ugin. He has no more creatures with reach to block our flying zombies. That's just always so fun. I love playing Sidisi to get all the flying zombies. Okay, he's tapping for 9 right now. But we do have Uncle Gary in the graveyard. We can dredge for 6. That's going to be 6 we can look at. And then if we get we can have enough creatures to start sacrificing for Dread Return. So I think that's kind of the game plan right now, is Dread Return on Crater Hoof and swinging with a bunch of lethal zombies. And if you swing in with Omnath, we do have to chump block just because they can get in spots where they can get enough commander damage. He's got 10 right now, so that's 1, 2, 3, or actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So we're going to have to start chump blocking on Omnath. Uh-oh. We got the bridge getting fired. What is under the bridge, man? What troll has been hiding under there? Hopefully it's not a trample. Some type of trample effect. Momentous Fall. Okay. Gain life equal to Omnath, and then drew like a bunch of cards. What did he draw? Draws 15 cards. Okay, and they've got a Gauntlet of Power out there. All right, this is definitely getting interesting for sure. And then I don't. Excuse me, one sec. Sorry, I've been recording for like almost about 2 hours now, so my voice gets a little raspy. Kind of have to clear every once in a while. Okay, so he's tapping right there. He's got 14 mana floating. He can recast Omnath for 5. That's going to eat up 2 of that. And then still bank up that mana. And then he drew 15 cards. So he's probably got something nice in there. But as far as our next turn goes, we've got Golgari for 6. Even if we rip that Dread Return, we've got to sacrifice 3 creatures. Yes, definitely interesting. And we'll see what he does with Ugin. I would assume that he's going to plus it up. Exile each permanent. Okay. Oh, and he just, yeah, he didn't even plus Ugin. He just minus Ugin for 0. Okay. I was thinking he did it for 1. I don't know why, but I was like, hey, get rid of those birds. Oh, yeah, did it for 0. You don't have to get rid of those. Okay, so we got Oracle coming in. Now that we've lost our zombies, yeah, it's interesting. This is where the deck kind of gets into a weird spot to where do we want to keep dredging and maybe hit a Dread Return? And if we hit a Dread Return, we don't have a lot of creatures for Crater Hoof, or do we want to like hopefully maybe draw like stop dredging, hopefully draw a Living Death? So we've got a few things, but we do need to. We may need to keep dredging because we're going to need to keep applying pressure to that Ugin right there. Yeah, he pluses Ugin next turn, goes to 9, pluses it again the next turn, and you have the ultimate. Yeah, and it's going to be hard to kind of... Well, we will have flying for our other creatures over here, so... Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what he does this turn, though. But, yeah, I mean, talk about a nice bridge activation right there. Momentous Fall for 15. That's definitely a game changer when you gain 15 and... Ooh, Genesis Wave. Alright, guys, if you're sitting at home, make sure you hold on to your chair, whatever you're sitting in. That's not too bad. So we're getting hit with a Woodfall Primus, and we're getting hit with the Sylvan Library, some Forest, Reclamation Sage. We don't really have any artifacts out there to speak of. Yeah, Genesis Wave for 20, where the only thing that really comes out is a Woodfall Primus. Yeah, we'll thank the Magic Gods on that one. That was pretty nice. Okay, so we got the Woodfall Primus. I would assume a destroy target non-creature permanent. Probably going to go for the Hall of the Bandit Lord. That probably makes the most sense. Yep. And then Reclamation Sage on nothing. We don't have any artifacts out here. Now, as far as him on the crack bag, we've got the Ugin activation for 3, puts us down to 23. Woodfall Primus comes in for 7. That's going to put us down to 16. We're looking at 13 on the Reclamation Sage, 10 on the Oracle, and then 6 if you swing to the Arbor Elf and the Birds of Paradise. Destroy target land. Let's go and cycle off that one. Now, do we want to? We can dredge Uncle Gary to get 6 in the graveyard, but we're just not really going to have the creatures. So I think really it's kind of like living death or bust right now. Yeah, I'm not going to dredge. Fledge Strand. I think that's kind of basically our only really out right now. Because even if we go Sidisi, get some more zombies out there, get some blockers, we you got a chump block on the Woodfall Primus, on the crack. Yeah, it's very slim odds to get a living death, but we're gonna go for it. Yeah, especially in acidic slime coming in, destroy target land. I always forget how nasty. Like I only play Omnath and I don't see a lot of Omnath. So the Omnath that I really see a lot of is my Omnath party bears. So to me, Omnath is like a nice little flurry, like a fluffy commander, and like he does no good other than just wants to get a bunch of bears out. But seeing this mana over here, this engine, this green mana engine over here, yeah, it's quickly reminded how nasty Omnath can get like that. Yeah, and that Genesis wave with mana reflection, gauntlet of power. Oh, yeah, it's pretty good. So we got the tree speaker coming in. As far as other elves, he's got one, two, three. So he's got 3 other elves, including the tree speaker. Then that Kadoma's reach, and we just got a grip full of lands right now. Oh, Kamal, nice man. That's Kamal's one of my favorite mono green commander. Well, I don't have a Kamal deck. I need to build it, but he's definitely one of my favorite commander cards, just in general. It's just such a cool card. I love the card art on it, to be honest. And I love druids and magic. Like I need to build a druid deck actually. I've just never put pen to paper on it because druids are okay. Um, they're not like setting the commander world on fire, but yeah, he's one of the first kind of bulk rares I picked up at a card store. Kamal. He's like heavily played, so like his border is like really worn down. But like the card face and the card back, it's really not like it looks good. The only thing that's bad about the card that I have of Kamal is that the border is basically worn down. So you can kind of tell like it's a you can tell it went into like some type of like mono green stompy like deck way back in the day where he took care of his cards but he just shuffled them a lot. And so it was really cool to me to get like a heavily played card like that looked really good. It just basically I knew he's been cast a bunch of times, so that was always cool to me. I don't think we want to dredge right now. There's really not much that we're going to gain from that other than just hoping that we draw a living death, so that's what I'm going to go for right now. And we get Tranquil Thicket. Yep. Let's go ahead and get the Scalding Tarn down. So we block, he swings it. Yeah, we still need to get down Sidisi. And Sidisi, we're looking at, yeah, Sidisi made a trip back to the command zone, forgot about. Okay, yeah, we'll go past the turn. We do have Tranquil Thicket to draw, but he's got, I don't think it's lethal just yet. No, yeah, it looks like we're at 26. So we're looking at 4, 7, 9, 12, 19. Yeah, that's lethal right there. Sorry about that. So we got Ugin puts us down to 23, 19, 16, 14, 11, 4. Yeah, good game, man. Good game, man. We'll just go and tap this mana so he can. Oh, nasty. I got Ulamog coming in. Just going to tap our mana out. Just, hey, we're bowing the knee, man. Bowing the knee. We had F6 on, but yeah, close it out, man. Good game, man. And it's always funny to me when you're playing online and you go good game. Like usually, that means like, hey man, I'm conceding. But yeah, sometimes you gotta have a little fun sometimes. If you're gonna need to come all out and give your creatures a bunch of bonus, yeah, go for it, man. I'll take a Kamal Death. Activate that like 400 times. Go for it. I will take that. I guess you do gotta play to your odds because I can see where some people would say a good game and then they go like they're holding on to a counter like a kill spell or something that's kind of cheap. So I could see playing it out like that. But yes, good game, man. I will take a green stompy death any day. That's a very honorable commander death. But yeah, too bad we couldn't get any graveyard action up and running. Yeah, just kind of got into spots where got that gauntlet of power down early, just made it just unbearable. But yes, all right, guys, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.